life so much better. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm good when you are.
Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so it's Felicity from Get Your Rock Out here with the awesome Danny Vaughn. How are you doing today?
Yeah, tired, but it's my day off, but here we are. I'm just here to see bands today, so.
Have you actually managed to see anybody today?
Oh, well, today not yet, but yesterday I saw FM, and I saw Tesla, and Romeo's Daughter, so yeah, it was a good day. Very
Fantastic
good.
Stuff. And who are you looking forward to seeing today?
Well, of course, I've got a lot of friends today, so one band that I'm very supportive of is going to be on very shortly. They're called Summers.
Oh,
they played with Psycheto, and we were very, very impressed with them. So I want to see, it's been about a year. Let's see how they've gone. But absolutely ready to see Skid Row, and of course, I'm going to do my best to stay up and make sure I catch Jeff's set.
It is a bit of a late one.
Down. I can't let him down though.
Just too many big names today. It's just an incredible festival.
It's a good lineup. Yeah, I mean, I got to say that was the thing that drew me to it the most, is when they started telling me the names that were either signed or going to be signed.
Yeah.
And I really liked the diversity of it,
yeah.
And that I just thought it brought a good bit of weight to the whole program.
And is there anybody on the prog stage that's kind of your style that you're thinking of checking out?
I haven't even had time to look at the list, to be honest. I'm going to have to really show my ignorance and say that so far the names of the bands I don't know. It's just I can't keep up.
A lot of them are hardcore prog fans.
Yeah.
The Dreams are not the more kind of, I don't know if you
can
say there's a mainstream in prog.
Well, for me, if I stray into prog, it's going to be Kansas, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what. But as far as what's going on currently, I'm really not very knowledgeable, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I mean, Hawkwind were last night, and they are, of course, a household name. But I mean, apart from that, I think it is much more of the underground.
Yeah, and Hawkwind, Americans don't know so well.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's like, for instance, Uli John Roth. He's so famous in Europe. America, it took me a while to catch his name, and I was just listening to him play today. So why have I not listened to this man? Jesus, what a great guitar player.
Yeah, it's so much of the joy of festivals, that as well. Discovering people that you've just not seen and thinking this person is absolutely exceptional. So no, it's good that you're going away again with somebody to really,
and again, just to have the day off is so brilliant.
Nice,
just to hang out and get to see some bands.
Fantastic. And you, of course, played here yesterday. It was a fantastic set. Did you enjoy it?
I did. A lot of people asked me that, so apparently I might not have looked like I was enjoying it. There was. No, there were just a few technical hitches, and I let them get the better of me a little bit as far as my just. You just feel such a pressure to get it right, and so you've got to sort of push past that. But the set went very well. The band played great, and the other side of it that's a little bit odd is because it's a solo show. I'm doing some songs that certainly are not as well known as the Psycheto things, and just sort of testing the waters with, no doubt, a group of people that hadn't heard a lot of them. So my song choices were, you just never know. You're up there. I like to be in bands where I'm not the main guy in charge. I like how other people kind of make a lot of. With this one, it was my idea. I had to kind of run things. So consequently, you tend to think of lots of strange stuff. You're on stage and you're playing and you're going like, did I put my shirt away in the bunk? I can't remember. That silly stuff like that happens.
Interesting. So, I mean, with the solo stuff, do you find that there's much more of a pressure on you personally? Do you tend to kind of feel that a lot more when you're doing the solo shows?
No, I don't think pressure-wise. No, my fans are awfully forgiving, and they'll go that mile with me to see, even with stuff, because my songs tend to stray into other areas and other influences. So, you could not call a lot of my stuff strict AOR or rock and roll. I have more of a roots base with a lot of what I do. So they've been very, 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 very giving with that, and it's really nice when I meet people that pick a song that might be a little more of an obscure one and say, I really love this one, and they talk about the lyric, and because I try to be a bit of a storyteller with some of it, so that's very rewarding, and I don't get to do it very often. So maybe that's part of the pressure too. Is that You want to put it together at the way you hear it in your head. You know?
Definitely. And you did a bit of an acoustic thing in the set yesterday as well. I mean, how do you find the acoustic stuff? It's kind of coming into fashion now, as it were.
I've always played acoustic.
Yeah.
It's my instrument.
And do you enjoy it just as much as you enjoy, the full-on?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's in many ways it's harder work.
Yeah.
An acoustic show, you'll get 200 people, but they're this close. So anything that goes wrong, it's much more readable, or even worse, boredom. Boredom is much more readable, and you don't want that. So it's easier for me to do a show with 10, 15,000 people, where it just becomes colors and shapes, than it is to have 200 people sitting almost on your lap, watching you play guitar all by yourself, and you're thinking, really should have taken more lessons. Yeah.
I mean, which do you find it's easier to communicate with the audience, and do you find that it's you do manage to get a much more intimate feel with the acoustic side of stuff?
Probably, but I try very hard to bring a bit of that to the bigger stages, and I'm very pleased. I've talked to a few people that said, well, it did feel intimate, and I'm glad, because again, it's kind of what I admire when an artist does. I thought Jeff Keith did it from Tesla really beautifully. He just a few things that he put in here and there, but it was just the right things. But I think that experience gives you that, where you can take a little bit of the acoustic, and you have to be larger than life on a big stage. But I think there's still ways. I talk about Bruce Springsteen a lot because I think he's the master of that.
He is just, an absolutely exceptional performer.
And he makes you feel like you're much closer than you are, and that's in a room with 30,000, 40,000 people.
Yeah,
so
definitely. No, I don't think anyone does it better than him. Actually, he is just
that's right.
The utter master. And obviously, you're involved in 3 different bands.
It's more than that. We'll be here all day if we start talking about everything I'm involved with.
Let's leave all the little side projects for now. But I mean, how on earth do you find out, do you decide what you're going to prioritise? And how do you decide what you're going to get involved with? It must be so many tough calls just all the time.
At this point, it's anybody that wants me. I think it's, you have to sort of just decide what kind of year you're going to have, because there's been plenty of times where I've gone, no, I don't want to work that hard this year, and I know how that sounds, but
no, because
what
you
I mean
need to
is
make sure you don't burn out, because if you
and you also don't want to have 5 albums with my voice out on at the same time, because then people go, oh, this guy again, You have to be very careful with that. So the projects that I've been given this year, or have been kind of come my way, have been so interestingly diverse that I really wanted to take it on. And let's not beat about the bush about this. You're out to make a living as well. We're not talking about buying cars and all that. We're talking about paying rent. So something like the Ultimate Eagles, which is my Eagles tribute band. That's what that's there to do. It's a joyful process. I love it. The band is top-notch players. The audience reacts beautifully to it, so it's never a chore. But I mean, its purpose is that so that I can keep doing other things. Because let me tell you, doing my own music doesn't pay the bills, and may never.
So, kind of guest appearances-wise, this year, what can we expect to be seeing you on?
Well, as soon as I finish on my little solo tour, I'm off to Madrid to finish an album with a band called Burning Kingdom. This is their 3rd album, I think, and it's run by a Spanish rock guitar player named Manuel Seoane. And hopefully that'll be out September-ish, but I've got to get it finished. So that's a big deal. And now I did a couple songs on an album for Rage of Angels, and that's getting a great reaction. And Jed has asked me if there's 5 singers on it. So you could neither afford nor would you want 5 lead singers in your bus. Trust me on this. So Jed's asked me to do the whole tour. So I got a lot of songs to learn. And that'll be September, October. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff jumping around, and the Ultimate Eagles are very busy. We start our UK tour in May. So that's a big deal.
So tons coming up. In the next kind of 6 to 12 months, tell us everywhere we can expect to see you. 6 hours later.
Yeah, that's it. Well, touring-wise, anyway, I'm going to be doing the Ultimate Eagles will be touring the UK in May. We're also doing all the Harley-Davidson events in Europe this year. So, yeah, but it's so strange. You think, yeah, big Harley event. And, I'm thinking these rough, tough, down and dirty places. We're going to Saint-Tropez. We are going to Vienna. We are going to Rome. I'm like, bring that on, So, yeah, that's not going to be a hardship. That's
just
going
about cope if you have to,
And we're also playing Chris Evans Car Fest again this year, which is we played it last year. We were the only band that Chris Evans personally brought out for an encore. So yeah, he had us back, bless him. So yeah, that's really gaining momentum. And and then like I said, the Rage of Angels thing will be in Holland and Germany and UK. So yeah, the UK is going to get tired of me this year.
I don't think that could ever happen, let's be honest.
Let's hope you're right.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today.
Thank you.
I should let you go and watch some bands at some point today. I really hope you manage to catch a couple.
Yeah, we'll get a couple and we'll get some food in and we'll be good.
Definitely. Well, have an absolutely amazing day. It has been an utter pleasure. And we will see you in some incarnation very soon, I have no doubt.
Yeah, I'm unavoidable.
Thank you.